Here's a nice little thing that I've made to play around with some of the new modding functionality in Eufloria Classic. So just for fun, I've made a level where the level plays itself, yet it is still interactive. So it's not like a traditional level where you are supposed to win. It's more that all the AIs in this level, and this starts out with 10 I think in this case, they have a home base, same as the player. This is mine. I can do stuff, I can plant trees, I can enhance them, I can send out my units to other asteroids just like normal. But before I spend too much time talking about how this mod works or how it might work, I have a question for you for the end of the video, which is that we are thinking about releasing this mod as a standalone app. Now the question is, if we're going to do that, would people play it, and on what platform would they like to see it? So if you could answer that question, or those two questions, we would be really appreciative. So have a watch and let us know by the end what you think. But the rule is that every faction, including my own, their home asteroid never gets attacked. So what that means is that no single faction will ever just wipe out everybody else. And that's kind of fascinating, because I've given like my starting asteroid a huge sphere of influence, so I can zoom out and see the whole level, and it's just really nice to have this running. It's pretty and interesting, all these little life forms, and as you know, you can go all the way to grass level with this game here. But it's nice to have this huge overview as well, all the way like this. But what I've done to make it somewhat more interesting than that, because this is really just a glorified screensaver, is I've given, and this is new in Eufloria Classic, I've given the player the ability to control other empires. So if I want to muck around a bit and change, like let's say, the fate of these purples, I can maybe send them to attack this empire here, or this sad green empire is reduced to just having their base asteroid, which sure won't get attacked, but it's a bit hard for them to progress now. But what I can do is I can take these and these enemies and tell them to vacate this asteroid, there we go, and give these guys a chance to attack. So it's like a real god level sim now. And now, I mean, it's fun, but it's also very interesting, and it opens up some possibilities, I think, for modders later on to add a number of additional rules to levels, to create their own kind of version of this. And it's easy, it's just a few lines of code. You can put it into every level, or any level. And on top of that, there's also code that randomizes the background color, which is also new. With all that in mind, I'd like to show you an example of how I put these ideas into an actual level. I've created like a gardening mod, I guess you could call it, or an ambient gameplay mod. But there's a sandbox element to it, and that's in a way the most interesting aspect. Let me show you. I've made this level where the AI remains passive until the player owns more than 2 asteroids, and that means you get time to set everything up. So in this particular case, there are certain values that kick in after you've done that. So let me go to the bottom to show you what the logic is, which is here. If the player owns more than 2 asteroids, then I tell them to have fun You can no longer control the planting of enemy trees, etc. The enemy empires start to move, and I guess gameplay kicks off. So what you can do, if I go back to here and actually run the level, let me see what the random generation throws up. Here we are. It's quite big. I've got a few greys, a few teams around here. Let's make it all about defensiveness. So I'm going to plant a bunch of defensive trees. This looks like a pretty nice asteroid to own. I'm going to make these greens conquer this asteroid. It's not very well defended. We have this blue team here. What shall I do with them? Oh, this is a nice strong asteroid. I'm going to go there. Let me speed up time a little bit. This is a very strong asteroid. Let them own this one here. Right. Now, I would like some flowers. I'm pretty sure that I've set it up so that flowers are abundant on these in this playground. They should start growing soon, and then I can start creating things like laser mines. This is my flower. 2 of them, in fact. I'm going to quickly take them because I want to play with laser mines. Plant 1 laser mine there. Same here. Hop, hop. I will send them to this. There you go. To this asteroid. This enemy asteroid where I planted some defensive trees that are required for the laser mines to grow on. Here we go. And I'm going to get ready to start activating the enemy. I just accidentally sent my laser mine to this asteroid. That doesn't really matter. And I just need to conquer 1 more asteroid before things kick off. So I've got a few strong teams. Some well defended greys. Let's go here. There. Pump it full of defensive trees so we can create more laser mines. Hop, hop, hop. And 1, 2 and 3, 4. That's going to be fun. Let's see how well this is going to go for me. I've got a few troops here. I think I need to conquer just 1 more asteroid. Let's just pick this one. It doesn't really matter which one. And once I own it, things should kick off. So let's plant a tree. Let's see if I got this right. I did. Right, so this is the starting shot. Let's see what happens. The AI will no longer be will no longer be under my control, and they should suddenly become very active. Let's see. There they go. Look, I'm not doing any of this. War breaks out. Now, in the meantime, look, scouts are being sent. Troops amassed. So now, I mean, it's fun to watch, but now I can kind of see, here we go, I'm under attack now, what my little experiment has done when it comes to my laser pods that I'm going to send here to defend. Oh, I'm a bit late, I think. Let's see, can they stop the takeover? That's quite effective, actually. Oh, I didn't know that laser pods could attack seedlings inside the asteroid. That's new. So this is already really interesting. I didn't think they would do so well. My home base is under attack. I'll send my laser pods back. So as you can see, I have, without any effort really, in quite a playful way, created some scenarios that I can play with, that I can test. I can test how strong my laser pods are. Same thing with my defensive trees, how well they withstand an invasion, quite well in this case. And that is just one example of how you can create a playground for yourself. I mean, I can still control the greys in this case, but I could set it up in such a way that I can't control anybody anymore. I mean, it's kind of fun to keep that control for yourself, because that means you can interfere if things are going one way and you want it to go another way. You can do that too, but nothing stops you from making it so that once the AIs become active, that you lose all control and it just becomes a battle for survival. That is, of course, entirely doable in its own right. And like I said, you can just play around. Now I know that these laser pods are pretty effective. I'm curious what they're going to do on this asteroid, this grey asteroid, which only has regular seedling defenders and no defensive trees that shoot missiles. Let's see how well they do. So you make your own gameplay. Let's have a look. That one's taken quite a bit of damage. Boom. But so did they. It's quite fun to watch. They're doing well. Oh. Reinforcements. Anyway, you get the idea. So yeah, that's an example of a fun little scenario. And like I said before, nothing stops players from creating their own scenarios with different rules and different starting conditions. And yeah, just need to find a name for this game mode, and I think then it's ready to be tested out by the community. So thanks for watching, and more videos are still to come.